Hey guys, so we're here in my kitchen and I'm just gonna kind of show you what I eat every day. So the first thing I do in the morning is I wake up, and obviously I wouldn't have all this stuff out like this, but it's mostly to show you guys. But what I would do, the first thing I would do is I would just quickly get the chicken if I have to make chicken, because this will last me about 2 days, but you know, naturally you can't make a week's worth of chicken that's relatively fresh, or it's going to be gross. So that's what I do. So at first I put the chicken in because, you know, it's about 45 minutes in the oven at 375 for me. And what I do with the chicken is I put garlic powder, this lemon pepper. That's hard to zoom. Sometimes I'll do the chipotle, and then obviously salt. And I've been using some of this, well, good thing that's empty. I've been using some of this stuff. It's salt free. Basically it just has a bunch of potassium in it. So most people don't get enough potassium, so it's not a bad thing to buy. And while I'm making my meals, I'll take digestive enzymes because I do not have a gallbladder, and I feel like these help a lot. If you have no issues, but you feel like eating a lot of protein is a little bit harder for you, just taking one capsule of this butane HCl will probably help a lot with your digestion. And then while I'm cooking my eggs, which I'm already done now, so that is 3 eggs, 100 grams of egg whites, some spinach, and some hot sauce and salt, and then 20 grams of protein from whey. Honestly, my stomach's been a little bit weird in the morning. I was doing ground beef, but trying to do something that's a little bit lighter, because I seem to be fine after the first meal, but whatever happens to me, the first meal is a little bit weird. So, and then while I'm making that, I'll basically take my supplements. So I'll take these most of these twice a day, not all of them. So I have most of these things you're gonna notice are not really like awesome bodybuilding stuff. Garlic, good for you. K2 is really important if you're eating a lot of fats and stuff, because it will actually help prevent plaque buildup in the arteries. I just recently started trying to do this. I don't know if it does anything. It's supposed to be like a natural diuretic, kind of like gets rid of a little bit of water. Take a B complex, which most people should probably take. Ashwagandha root, pretty good for like adrenal gland support. If you train heavy and you train a lot, and you feel really tired, you could try this. I'm not going to say it's going to like cure your tiredness or anything, but it might help. Glutathione, very good for your liver. I feel like I function a little bit better with this. I also don't have a gallbladder, so my liver might be worse off than you guys. Vitamin D3, this is what pretty much all of you should probably be taking. It's hard to know how much you should take without some sort of blood work, because, you know, some people that live in a sunny place, you might be totally fine. Some people like me that, you know, live in the Northwest, it's not sunny all year round. You probably want to take, you know, 5,000-ish. A safe bet would be 2,000. Primrose oil, evening primrose oil. This is a really good, healthy fat. It's fairly cheap. Apparently this is for women. But anyways, yeah, it's fairly cheap. I combine that with krill oil, so I'll do 1 gram of krill oil twice a day, and then I'll do, you know, 2 grams of this. Cox 10, this is just supposed to be like a good source for cardiovascular health. Not sure if this does anything. A lot of times the supplements, it's hard to know if they have an effect or not. Melatonin, obviously, before I go to bed. I've been trying CBD oil before I go to bed. Honestly, really feeling this. Maybe because I'm new to taking it, but I feel like the combo has been making me feel like really light and good. And it doesn't make you high, obviously, so you just kind of feel good and fall asleep. This one is like a glucose disposal agent. Basically, you take this with your biggest carb meals of the day, 2 of the biggest carb meals. So if you eat a lot of carbs in breakfast or pre or post workout, this would be good to take. I don't feel like this does anything to me. I'm probably not going to use this anymore, but some of my friends swear by this. It likely could be just due to different people's reaction to carbohydrates. How well, I feel like I'm processing them really well, so I probably just don't even notice this, but if you're processing them poorly, this might work. Magnesium biglycinate. Most people take the wrong magnesium. They take citrate. It doesn't really do anything. I would recommend getting capsules if you want to try this. It is disgusting tasting. This is one of the worst things I have ever tasted. If you want to ruin the flavor of literally anything, take this. So if you're not with a strong stomach, and this is coming from a guy that's blended salmon and steak before. Then I take a multivitamin. You know, it's just got the standard stuff a multivitamin is going to have. Don't think these are completely necessary. I take them more when I'm dieting. I pretty much stop when I'm bulking. If you're getting a lot of healthy foods in, I'm not saying you're going to get everything through your diet, but I feel like you pee most of that stuff out. If you can afford it, buy it. If not, if money is an issue and you're eating a decent diet, then I would skip it. But if you are eating like not a lot of veggies and fruits and stuff, then it might be a good idea. So let's go over my meals. So my first meal, like I said, is 3 eggs, 100 grams of egg whites, some spinach and some hot sauce, 20 grams of protein powder with water and ice. So basically, I'm not going to like pre-cook all my stuff for you guys because I don't want to do that. Then it's a little bit gross. So my next meal, about 2 hours later, is I will have this 50 grams of white rice, with 250 grams of chicken and more spinach. Pretty much all you'll ever see me eat is spinach, and sometimes I will just blend that up and drink it because fuck it. And then about 2 hours after that, I'll have this meal. Honestly, I really like this one. It's just cream of rice, 60 or 70 grams of cream of rice, or you can get rice flour if you can't find it. That with 50 grams of protein, 65 grams of blueberries, some cinnamon. I put it in the fridge, and it kind of makes it a little bit more like a treat. Then when it's hot, it's okay, but in the fridge, to me, it tastes way better. I think because the protein powders taste better when they're cold. Then when I get back when I go to the gym, I will have these products in my shake. So I'll do 60 grams of carbs from this carb powder. It's basically just highly branched citric dextrin. Basically, when you combine this and you get a hydrolyzed whey protein, which I'll take about 60 grams of protein from that, 10 glutamines and 10 grams of citrulline. When you combine them all, none of these products will disrupt your gut, so you shouldn't bloat or feel anything negative while you're training. So it's another way to get some more calories in, so you're good to 60 grams of protein and 60 carbs while you're working out. So it's an easy way to kind of sneak in some calories. You don't need the protein if you're getting it all through food. I would just not add this. Don't use BCAAs, guys. Use EAAs. If you want to drink something, buy EAAs or something like a hydrolyzed whey. Are both way better than BCAAs. BCAAs basically do nothing. If you don't believe me, just Google it. Like, there's a ton of research and studies showing it. Citrulline is the one thing I think actually helps a lot with pumps in the gym. So I'll do that, and then I'll add some salt to the shake, and then I'll just kind of sip it. So basically, I'll drink 20% of it before I go to the gym, and then I'll finish it about halfway through my workout. That way, by the time I get home, in about 30 minutes I'll eat, and what I'll do is I'll eat the bagel with about 250 grams of chicken on it, a little bit of sugar-free ketchup and mustard. I will have 100 grams of these boys right here, some pineapples. They're actually really good for digestion too, especially if you're eating a lot of protein. And then I'll do 80 grams of some Koala Crisp. Basically, trying to load up on the carbs. This has sugar in it. Obviously, the pineapple does. You kind of just want to spike your insulin a little bit to get that food in. Now, pretty much after I eat that, about 2 or 3 hours later, I'm going to eat 50 more grams of rice, 250 grams of chicken, or sorry, 150 grams of chicken, and then I'm going to have 200 grams of 1% cottage cheese. And you know, I'm not going to be one of those guys that say you should never make any meal fun or anything, so I personally learned to like stuff like this. And I put a little bit of this on the cottage cheese, and it actually tastes really good to me. As you can see, if it zooms in here, for 60 milliliters, which is like quite a lot, that's like 4 tablespoons, you're only looking at 20 calories and 8 carbs. So I'm not using anywhere close to that. I'm probably using like 5 calories worth, maybe 10, right? So I just drizzle a little bit on there for some flavor. Now, on most of my carb meals, I'll use a little bit of sugar-free ketchup, or another good one is this Italian dressing, fat-free. It's literally 5 calories for a tablespoon. It's also fairly strong tasting. I'm not gonna lie, guys, some of you might bloat a little bit from products like this. Like, if you bloat from artificial sweeteners and it's not usually the artificial sweetener that's gonna bloat you, it's gonna be the fillers in here. There's a lot of people don't realize stuff like aspartame, there's not a lot of it in there. It's usually the filler that's causing the issues. So then I'll eat that. And then I will have this before I go to bed. This is just 300 grams of 0% fat-free Greek yogurt with 20 grams of peanut butter, 10 grams of 70% dark chocolate, and 20 grams of whey. So I will eat that, and then I will go to bed. Now, what do I do if I'm really hungry or have a craving or something? That's why I got these guys here. Pickles are not bad if you like them. I also don't like salting my food as much as I probably should. This is the yogurt that I use. So in order for me to get my salt in, you know, I'll eat a couple pickles in the day. There's 0 calories and 12% sodium from your pickles. And don't be afraid of salt, guys. Don't be afraid of salt. There's nothing wrong with salting stuff. If you're working out a lot and you're healthy, salt is only going to help you. I'll put some almond breeze stuff in my almond milk in my coffee and in my, little bit in here. And that's pretty much what I eat on a training day. I'll do another video on my rest day, but pretty much that's how it goes. And nothing changes that much. But as you can see, my carbs are kind of mostly around the workout. Like, I'm having little bits afterwards and stuff, but like the big bulk of them is after my workout. And then also, if I'm having oats on like my rest day or something, or you're just really have a sweet tooth, I'll try to use a little bit of Truvia or Splenda. If you are sensitive to bloat, Truvia is probably going to be one of the better ones for you in terms of artificial sweeteners. I would say Truvia and then sucralose. Those two would probably cause the least amount of issues. And then I have some sugar-free gum there, and obviously that's about it. I mean, it's pretty simple. Nothing here is really groundbreaking, but there's not a lot of secrets here. It's just to be consistent, and you don't have to eat this boring. If you consider this boring, that's fine. you don't have to eat like this to be successful. I'm just eating so many times a day that digestion becomes important. So I don't want to feel bloated and feel like my digestion's off. So I'm not going to sit here like eating a bunch of packaged food. I try to get my veggies in. I'm not eating a lot of broccoli and gassy ones that kind of bloat me personally. I know some people love broccoli. They have zero problems with it. Lucky you, not my case. So yeah, these are just some of the things I do. And I like most of these meals. There's nothing I don't really enjoy, except I'm not a huge fan of eggs. I love eggs if it's like eggs and bacon or like eggs Benedict or something, but like just eggs, I'm not too keen on them. So I'll do this, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll try to make a couple more videos.